Hey guys, welcome back. Drip and Farm for Profit. I'm your host, Drip Coach, and let's jump right into it. So today, kind of an update. I was actually doing some research, digging through kind of Drip and where we're at in regards to liquidity. And I was actually shocked to see how much we still have in liquidity. So it's not as bad as it seems, even though there's been no development, no announcements or nothing. There's not that much sell volume going out, still about the same 4 to 6 grand per day kind of thing. But what I mean by liquidity is that if you're not familiar, so we have the BNB locked here on the native DEX. So total BNB in the contract for this is 838 BNB. Then you also have BNB locked into the reservoir. So that's another contract balance of 1000 BNB. And then you have the native DEX. Then you have the drip BUSD LPs that are sitting here on the farm. And then of course you have PancakeSwap and the garden. So I was actually, surprised when I was looking at all that up. And then actually I'm gonna come back to this as well, because I was surprised at this too. Like when I looked at this, I had no idea this had dropped so much. But anyway, let's go into the liquidity. So what I wanted to look at and just show you guys so you can just see it. So all I did was just take out the native DEX, PancakeSwap DEX, the reservoir, garden, and the animal farm drip BUSD LPs, and then look at the total number of LPs, the price for those LPs, or the BNB value or the BUSD value to see what that total is, and then see what the total liquidity is. So we're sitting at right under 838,000. Now, technically this counts the other half of these assets, which are LPs, which have drip and say the BNB paired with it, or drip and BUSD paired with it. So you have to cut that in half, because remember, LPs maintain a 50-50 ratio. So technically it's about 600,000 liquid value tokens outside of drip. But still, that's nothing to shake a stick at. And the reason I bring that up is because I wanted to compare it to what's over in the farm. So when you look at, again, 800,000 collectively, that's almost the same as the dogs. It's across 2 different contracts, but not bad. And then pigs, it's about 20%, 15% of the total pigs. So I was actually surprised to see that. You got to count the dog pound as well as the, well, technically you wouldn't count the dog pound, because those dogs have to be sold to generate the actual value, which is going to be in any of the LPs that are paired. So PancakeSwap, stuff like that. But anyway, I digress. So when I brought that up, that made me see this, and I had no idea the TVL had dropped so much. So I went back to look at some of the older videos that I had on the channel. And one of them specifically was this one that said, quote from Forex, "Once capital has left, the probability of it coming back is low." And this ties into, so this was back 3 months ago. What is that? June 11th. So it's been cut by like 50%. What is that? It's not 50%. I don't feel like doing math, but substantially. And it's not due to the depreciation of the actual native assets. It's actually due to people exiting the system. So you can look at BUSD, for example. That's a perfect indicator. BUSD is a stable coin. Oops. So if you look at BUSD there, it's 800,000. And you look at it now, it's 561,000. And if we go all the way back to another video that was done in May, you see BUSD was 863,000. So 863 to 800, and then now cut in half. Uh-oh, wrong one. Not in half, but to 561. So that's just one pool. So I didn't feel like doing it for BNB or ETH because those are volatile assets, but clearly those are down as well. But you have to look at the value of the asset at the time that it was in there. But the point is, people are exiting, and where are they going? I do not know. But if they're not staying on the farm due to the delays or whatever, as Forex mentioned in that video, the probability of them coming back is low. Now, this ties directly into a meeting he had with the DAO. You can check DeFi Guide's channel for the actual kind of talk about it, but I also got some information from a couple DAO members that sent me some info on Telegram. And Forex is looking to rebrand the entire farm. So with Animal Farm V3, the tokens will actually get a new name. So he's actually going away from the Animal Farm theme altogether. Now, when you listen to DeFi Guide, he says this is innovative, great idea. It makes it sound extremely bullish. And if I had still been drinking the Kool-Aid, I would probably think the same thing. But this is no different than every other bullish, innovative idea Forex has. So he has a great way of taking delays and his innovation and spinning them and making us believe this web of lies and delays, so that we buy back in and we're like, oh yeah, this is great. You know, it doesn't matter if it's taking forever or that there's delays, because when he delivers this one, this time it's gonna shoot to the moon. Like this time it'll be different. And to me, this is no different. So if we go all the way back to the Animal Farm V1 launch, and then to the pause, and then the V2, remember the narrative was exactly the same. Whenever he came out with the idea of the 90% tax on dogs and how it's gonna be the most innovative thing, and how I did these videos, I told you guys this, I did videos on the channel about Stargate and AnySwap, multi-chain, and all these different dexes and lending platforms that would come to the farm because it was so bullish and innovative. Well, here we are again with the exact same narrative, and some people still have their head in the sand or in the clouds, and they're buying into it again. And again, I would probably be in that same boat if I had not woken up at this stage. So I don't doubt, again, the ideas are indeed innovative, but what I keep stressing is that even here was, we were talking about this, it doesn't matter about the product. DeFi, crypto, is 100% about the culture, the community. So you can make an innovative product. It doesn't matter, even if it has product market fit, because the actual community, the people that are adopting it and utilizing it, they dictate whether or not it will actually take off. So you can be, again, an innovative dev, which Forex, you know, claim to fame is, and you can be great at creating solutions that are product focused ideas. But if it doesn't have customer centric focus at the heart of it, which is all crypto is, this entire industry would not exist if it were not for the collective energy of speculation. You can go all the way back to baseball cards, bottle caps, freaking Beanie Babies, Garbage Pail Kids, Pokemon cards. It doesn't matter. The community dictates whether or not these things will be able to be traded for real world utility assets, dollars, whatever you call it. Crypto is no different. It's just built on a transparent ledger and all this other stuff and some technology mingled in. But at the end of the day, the energy in the space, the community dictates whether or not it will have any value. And that's why I keep saying all this stuff that Forex is bringing to light is destined to flop the same way we've seen it before, because he's not leveraging or listening to the energy in the space, and he's a day late and a dollar short. So this space develops literally daily. You have people understanding new tech and developing new ideas every single day from all over the globe. And with AI being tackled into this, it is exponentially developing. And that means you can't really sit on your hands. You have to be able to move fast and break things. But at the same time, that's hard because you're risking people's capital. So all that to say that the Animal Farm V3 will no longer be the Animal Farm. It's going to have an entirely new domain and new tokens and all of that to also wash the stain of the charts that are down and to the right, so that hopefully he can get some new investors to invest into it. Now, the TLDR that I got from these down members is that his idea is that he wants to remove the that kind of red chart and hope that new investors will see this new token with the new chart, new liquid, and be willing to invest new liquidity and capital into it. Now, that to me is just a red herring for him having more delays, because anybody in crypto at this stage is probably savvy enough to look at BSC scan. So if you look at BSC scan, once there is a new token, it doesn't matter if it's V2, V3, or whatever. Let's just type this in, Animal Farm Dogs. Regardless of the new name, let's call it Forex Trader Fund, you know, whatever. They will be able to come over here and come to the token tracker ID, and they will see the holders. The holders will be the exact same ones from V2 because it's being migrated. That means any smart investor will see that there is still a bunch of people holding this token and the distributions are still the same. So it's not going to bring any new capital. You can't erase the stain of a token that has done nothing for over a year and a half, even if you make a new chart. So you'll get some FOMO on the charts, but your savvy investors, the big money that he's hoping to leverage, they're going to do their own research and come click a few buttons. And it doesn't take much to copy a contract ID and come and look at the holders and then see who has what. And when you're looking at the contracts and all this other stuff, you'll be able to see like, okay, wait, this has been around for a while. So I don't believe it's going to just bring in any new capital. The same way we didn't get any new capital from, again, Stargate, AnySwap, Multi-Chain, or any of those coming over to the Animal Farm. And I believed that hype. I digested that narrative. I drank that Kool-Aid. So now I just want to keep you guys informed so that you don't fall prey to that. Now, I hope that I'm actually wrong, and then I'll come on stream and be like, yo, I was wrong. Look what Forex did this time. He finally came through. But I'd rather err on the side of caution and tell you guys to not get roped into the hype. Don't believe the Moon Boys and everyone that's still drinking the Kool-Aid that's saying this time it's different. You know, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. We've been fooled at least a dozen times. And eventually, you know, Forex will be right and he will deliver. But I think that will be not because of him. It'll be because of the bull run. So I would rather, again, be wrong and save my capital than get hope up and cause a lot of people to FOMO in and then get wrecked again. So saying all that to say, you know, be careful out there. I still don't think Forex can or will deliver on anything that he said. We don't have any updates. It's now what, Tuesday night for me. I'm guessing we'll probably get some announcement all of a sudden tomorrow or whatever the case may be. And it'll be like bullish announcement coming to the VC. And he's going to talk about all the work they've been doing behind the scenes. And yet we still won't have a launch date or anything closer to that. Remember, we were supposed to have the Animal Farm V3 launched already. And remember this video I made back here, July 6th. And that screenshot says, it's very close. Next week, we're moving forward with Animal Farm V3, no matter what, because it's ready and I'm not going to allow anything else to fuck it up. That was Forex's post in the chats about not delaying Animal Farm behind Triple D. Here we are 3 months later, and there's still no Animal Farm V3. So I already told you guys, there will be a V4 as soon as V3 comes out, and we're gonna be right back here where we've been. So hopefully you guys are much more savvy now than you were, you know, if you've been following me for a year. So I'm hoping that you make smarter decisions at this stage. Don't FOMO, it's still the bear market. Things will slowly climb back out. Stack your blue chips and don't double down or bet on anyone. Don't trust, verify. So that's all I can say. All right, smash that HBO special, help brother out. Like, subscribe, comment down below, and until next time, live daily and achieve your impossible. See you. Want to pay your in real life bills with crypto? How about send crypto directly to anyone with a bank account? SPRITZ Finance is a decentralized solution to be your own bank and connect your crypto earnings to real world bills and payments. They do not take custody of your assets and allow support on multiple blockchains and Web3 wallets. Sign up below using my referral link and you will get $50 back when you make your first $50 bill payment with crypto. Additionally, I will be using referral bonuses to airdrop, donate, or burn based on community feedback. Sign up now.